London and Europe and the Americas.
I'm Dicky Bird.
And I'm Protina Plenty.
A
Today's
Dicky Bird.
News. Scientists say they can understand cows and they say it's fine to take their kids so we can have milk.
Yes, it was revealed today that scientists from the Dairy is Magnificent Foundation, or DIM Institute for short, say that they believe that the cries from the mother cows who've just had their baby calves taken away are actually telling humans that they're okay with it.
Isn't it amazing what scientists can do? Right? So all this time we thought that their howls and cries that they do for days after their babies are born and taken away from them were actually because they're upset, you know? And maybe that they wanted to be with their young.
Nonsense.
And maybe feed them their milk, you know, that's made for them. But actually, in actual fact, they're telling us that they're completely fine with it, and basically to help ourselves, because that's the whole reason why they've produced the milk. That's for us.
That's right, Tina. I mean, it makes sense. They're here for us. One thing though, I mean, when they were questioned about the technology that they used to prove this evidence, they simply said that, well, our computers decided that it just sounds like they're happy. We've been getting it wrong the whole time. We thought it was sad cries. Turns out it's happy. Very easy mistake to make that.
Computer says yes.
Computer says happy cows.
Happy cows.
Happy milk.
And the milk turns to cream.
Doesn't it just?
Seems a bit thin, that evidence. But who are we to argue with the clever scientists' evidence from the actual dairy industry?
We are merely newsreaders bringing you factual events and evidence, albeit from the dairy industry.
Well, they're the ones with the scientists,
Seem a little bit
Dicky.
weird. But yeah, well, I guess that's the way the butter's churned. Next, they hope to prove that sheep are delighted that their baby lambs make delicious lamb chops. Seems reasonable. And even agree, the sheep that is, that mint sauce is the right condiment to use for their dead children.
And now over to Sally the scientist, who's going to show us more about how this magnificent new technology actually works. Sally, over to you!
Thank you, Protina and Dicky Bird. Yes, as you've mentioned, we do now have the technology to actually translate what the cows are saying to us. I'll show you an example actually, and what we thought was a cow mooing and crying for her child who's been taken away from her, is actually her saying, "It's okay, take the baby and drink its milk, it's fine, and thank you so much for letting me be part of this experience for you." So it's actually incredible how they think. I'm going to play this for you now. She sounds distressed, right? That sounds like she's in stress and she's very distressed. However, when we just pop that into the translator, it actually comes out as... It actually says, "Thank you so much for taking the milk." It's incredible. And we've discovered that 2 zeros on the moo is actually just "thank you." So then a slightly longer moo is "take milk." And you could probably hear the differences there. So we do also want to do this with other animals, chickens and sheep and all these other things. But for now, we're really happy with this technology. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Sally. That's a good insight, actually. That technology seems really high tech for the knowledge.
It's
knowledgeable.
Doodly-tastic.
It really is. Like it's
Totally
almost like
trustworthy.
you can hear the animals speaking, and it's actually exactly what I imagined the animals to say.
Exactly. I mean, you know, they're lucky. They've got it lucky. They could get eaten by other animals. So, you know, may as well get eaten by us.
Yeah, like much sooner and in much more horrific ways. Because why not? At least we're doing it quicker, so they don't have to sit and wait. Oh, when am I going to get murdered? Like, no, within 4 days, boof. At least we all know where we stand.
Yep.
It's a done
They
deal.
never have to grow old. They never have to have aches and pains like us humans.
Yeah.
They're done. Like, I don't know, what's their relative age? Like teenager, if they're lucky.
Oh, a toddler. I would say.
Or I mean, obviously, you're suckling pig.
Lamb.
You know,
Lamb's a toddler.
You get little baby ones.
Thanks for joining Love Gang News. We just brought you some actual real facts and evidence because that's what we do, because it's really real. I'm Protina Plenty.
And I've been Dicky Bird.